Hello, this is ICR Tiger from thetradingtigers.com. Today, the 20th of May 2014, we're going to be looking at the CFDs, indices, energies, metals, using the Ichimoku system on the 1 hour chart. Once again, like always, please go through the disclaimer, please read and stop at your own leisure, as well as the hypothetical performance. Okay, fine, now let's go to the charts. Okay, fine, so CFDs, we're following the first instrument is the UKOIL on the 1 hour chart. What can I see? Anything for a potential trade? I can see right now not very much. I see the price is hovering around the Kumo. The Kumo is this set of bands. One is the Senecal A, the other is Senecal B, the inside is the Kumo, and that is currently looking bullish, but the actual price is not telling me a lot. The Shikao, which is this blue line, is within the Kumo. Tenkan-sen is this yellow line, which is the trigger line. The Kijun-san, which is the red line, and that's the baseline. So currently now I see no potential trade for UKOIL at all, so please bear that in mind. Okay, so anyhow, let's move to the next instrument, US oil. Right, okay, fine. Just note what happened on that twist. We had that twist there, and if you can see, we had marked this twist on the US oil, and the future Kumo was bearish, and see as this candle did drop, so it's giving us a bit of an indicative pattern of what's going to happen. Now when we look very closely at the US oil on this 1 hour chart, we can actually see, bear with me, we can actually see what's actually kicking off here. We can see that price has come out the Kumo since yesterday, and heading upwards, and then coming down, hitting the baseline, right, and then going up, right. There could be some sort of opportunities for any other position to consider. We got a crossover which has just occurred. The Tenkan-sen has just crossed the baseline. That means for a short position. However, we're only looking for long positions. So basically we want the Tenkan-sen to cross up, not cross down into the baseline. If you can understand what I'm trying to say, if you look at this example here, we can see the cross up, and this is a cross down, right? So cross up is what we're looking for, because why we're looking for it, we've got a signal of this particular Kumo. Current Kumo is all bullish, future Kumo is all bullish. The Senecal spans are getting wider, giving us a more indicative concept that there's something going to take off here. We can actually put an entry up here if need be. Let's just put a marker in there, and make sure that you put it onto the ask price, please, traders. And just put that there as an entry, type entry, right, and also go down to the bid price, and now what we'll do, we'll put our stop loss here, right. So please do, traders, go through this and make your marks on them. I will actually do these trades shortly on it. Yeah, another consideration is that to bear in mind is that the Shikao is actually pointing downwards. It should be hitting into price. So in reality, that could just be just make this as a marker in terms of that concept. Okay, let's now move to natural gas. 1 hour chart. You can see we've had a crossover, a cross down of the trigger line on the baseline. That's the Tenkan-sen on the Kijun line, but we're looking for bullish kind of sentiment, because our current Kumo, our future Kumo are all bullish, Notice how this Shikao has nosedived right into price. It's just like totally nosedive, hasn't it? We had to put a marker here in terms of a timeline, and price did go up, and now it's come down again. So let's just see what occurs from this particular trade later on, instrument later on. I'm not looking for any long position right now. I want to see that Shikao pointing upwards, and I want to see this Tenkan-sen crossing up, right? So even if we put like a market here, that will also be quite good. Let's move to the next instrument, copper. Copper, we have put like an entry here at 3186 with the stop loss at 3.141. Look at the Shikao, it's just pointed all the way down. It's going to go into the Kumo, right? Price has gone through the Kumo, which was a bullish kind of Kumo, right? We're going to see actually price push back up. This is a flat bottom. Oh, sorry, a flat top, should say. Yeah, sorry, flat bottom. Bottom because this is the bottom. Flat top if it's coming from the top. And that's indicative of that price will probably come down and then shoot back up again, right? So I'm still going to keep my entry there. The Shikao is going to be bumping around, consolidated kind around here in price as it's going to come through, but I'm still going to keep that entry in play. Next one is gold. What's happening in gold? We seem to have a stop loss. Just do some house cleaning. We can see all these twists and turns. I like marking off the twists and turns because it gives me some sort of indicative thing what could happen thereafter. So it's just important for you to pay some sort of notice. So okay, price will probably go up, come down, but we're looking for this move. If we can see this Senekau is pointing downwards, specifically this one, we'll be more interested to know that it's going to be pointing downwards, something's going to happen. That makes sense. Okay, next instrument is silver. Where are we with silver? You can see the Senekau, the Shikao is hidden. It's hidden within the Kijun-sen. Kijun-sen being the red line, Shikao being the blue line. We'd like to see price, the Shikao way below it and going into open territory. Nothing I can see very interesting here, only about the twist which is going to occur. But you can see it's pointing upwards here, this Senekau. Okay, fine. Let's move now to the SPX 500, following the S&P 500. Okay, we had put a potential entry down here. As you can see, we've not had that entry at all. In fact, it's going the other way. So we look now more closely at this potential opportunity. We can see that let's put that across here. Okay, fine. And let's just see exactly. This is exactly what we've seen up to this point. So we're going to take a short. We're going to take a position. We're going to take a long position. That's right. So we're looking around at this level here. That's that Kumo, and we could consider taking a break around here. Okay. So bid. Ask. So let's just put that right now in, and put that as an entry. Okay, so we're going to put our entry. We're expecting the entry to occur something around here, to be kicked in. Price possibly can do anything it wants to. We know that, right? Can come down, but we're looking at this shoot here, this push up of that twist, of something to happen to push the price up. Okay, UK 100. We just entered this trade on a short position. Just mark it for you here. We entered at 607 and we got a stop loss up here. Stop loss at 6857. Okay, so what's our points that we're in? Stop loss points. We're talking 51 points. That's the situation right now. We're 4 points minus, but that's how it is. Why did I take this short trade? Let me run it through with you. Okay, fine. Kumo, current Kumo is bearish, future Kumo is bearish. The price is below the Kumo, the price is below the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen. Right, Tenkan-sen is yellow, Kijun-sen is red. Right, the Chikou is below its corresponding space, although it's not in open space, it's heading for open space, meaning it's pointing down. Right, so I'm confident that this could be a trade in fruition. We've had the crossover or the cross under of the Tenkan-sen earlier, so anyhow we would have taken a short at this position here. Right, I mean, we could actually take another entry because this crossover has happened over there, right? And we would have taken our entry had we been present at our computer and take that short. But let's just see what happens. Price is going to move up. We'll probably get a better price as the price goes further up, right? So let's just see what happens on this 1 hour candle. Okay, don't think the price is going to go all the way up to the Kijun-sen, but on the open and next candle, independent of this candle, we can consideration for a short position. But beware that of these candlestick patterns. But let's just watch. Okay, move to the next one is the German 30. Straight away I see that Chikou is deep in between the Kumo and the candles, and in between the Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen. Nothing I can see is a positive kind of thing for any trade. We've got this twist which happened, and as you can see, yeah, there's that twist and giving us some sort of indicative thing, something could happen. Now when we look at the cross, there's a cross which has happened, crossover, Tenkan-sen over Kijun, which is like a buy kind of signal, but this is below the Kumo, so it's a very weak signal. Not saying these signals don't happen to be very positive, but sometimes they do. But when I look at this Senecal span A, yeah, Senecal span A, it's pointing upwards, so that could mean that, you know, we could get some bearish, bullish kind of sentiment in play. So the current Kumo is bearish, future Kumo is bearish, is what we can see right now. We can put a little marker there just so we can understand what we've been looking at. Okay, let's move to the next one, the NAS 100. NAS 100, quite interesting actually. Let's do some house cleaning. Right now I'm looking at a bullish kind of signal, to be honest to tell you. I'm looking at some bullish, because I can see, the first thing I see is that Chikou is pointing upwards. I see that the price is above the Kumo. Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen are not in the Kumo and above the price, right? I'm considering putting a entry at 36.21. Let's go on the ask price and let's move our points there. We're on the ask price, right, and let's put it there. That's the entry. I'm going to put our stop loss below here, and we'll put it on the bid price. Right, and then what we're going to do, and that's our stop loss, right, and what's our exposure? Our exposure is 53 points, right? So entry at 3623, stop loss at 370, right, to go long. Okay, fine. Let's move to the next one, US 30. Straight away what I'm looking at, I can see price in the Kumo. Everything is actually in the Kumo, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, the lot. But I'm still going to mark off this crossover here of what could happen. We could see a push up at that particular point, and the future Kumo of the next part is bullish, although we've got a few hours this evening. It's all going to be bearish kind of sentiment. The FRA 40 following the CAC 40 of the French index. First thing I see is the Chicago is above the price, but price is below the Kumo, so we're looking for bearish. The current Kumo and future Kumo are all bearish. Senecal A is kind of flatlining. We've got a flat top here, as you can see, a flat top. This is a flat top and this is a flat bottom. Okay, price is going to push up from a flat top. It's probably going to be a false breakout, pretty much so all the time. So we're looking for more bearish kind of sentiment, to be honest to tell you. But nothing I can say right now because I need that Chicago to be out into open territory. Okay, fine. Let's move to the next one. Is A40, and I'm just trying to show you traders how quickly it is to use this Ichimoku trading system. Very straightforward, very simple. We put an entry at 19918, which has not been triggered, and price and the stop loss at 21415. Everything is looking bearish to me. Current Kumo, future Kumo are all bearish. Although Senecal A is flatlining, can go down. The Chicago is below its corresponding candle, as you can see. That is also can easily point downwards. The price has now entered into the territory in between the Kijun-sen and the Tenkan-sen. You can see some indecisive kind of pattern. We've got a doji pattern here right now. So we put our entry at 199.18. Our stop loss was at 21415, which is quite significant in terms of points. So what we're going to do, we're going to actually bring it down. So we'll bring it down to limit R and bring it down here. So what we're going to do, we're just going to move it down here like that. Make sure we're on the ask price, right, which we are. And then we're going to bring our stop loss down here. Okay, fine. And here we go. So we're going to wait for something to happen over there to kick us into a short sell trade. Okay, fine. Right, next, JPN 225, following Nikkei in Japan. We've been very bearish since several days, as you can see. First thing which hits my mind is I can see this bearish cloud here, and what do I want to do? I want to move this cross over here, but I can see another cross emerging over here. So we just want to see all the parameters in existence before we can take any possible trade. Right now the Chicago is not below its corresponding candle, so not a lot we can do. We've got a cross above, which is a weak buy signal, so we're just going to leave it for now. Move to the next one, Aussie 200. We put an entry here at 5406. and the stop loss at 5491, we can actually start reducing our stop down here. We had a cross down here which occurred, which we signaled our trade to go short, right? My concern is now that the Chicago is actually above its corresponding price. However, we're in the trade, right? That's the only concern right now. So what we can do, we can actually move our stop down to limit our exposure. So we're limiting our exposure down to here, and we traded that, and that's the new price that we put it in. And 36 points we've reduced it by, so that's 86 points from the original. Now our stop loss is only something like 49 points. Okay, that's good for me. That's good for me. Okay, fine. So traders, once again, I'm ICR Tiger from thetradingtigers.com. Thank you very much.